Hello and welcome to April's second-hand vintage, vintage this time, Vinted and charity shop haul. As you can tell from my little book of doom, I was quite spenny this month. We can blame Paris. I did well. I'm so looking forward to going back to the vintage and second-hand shops in Paris in July. I have got a whole big suitcase to myself and all the time in the world. So yeah, it will be deadly. But let me show you all the bits I got in April. You may see me just looking down. I'm referring to my book. It's telling me how much stuff was and where I picked it up. As well as, I'm not going to do stuff in order just because I have just quite a pile of stuff. Let me unlock my little tripod, but yeah, there's quite a pile there and there's quite a pile on the floor. So yeah, we should get on with this. And yeah, hello to any new lovely people. This seems to be quite popular, which I'm so pleased you like this. It makes me feel good because I like buying things secondhand and I like sort of finding things and, you know, having just had, you know, such a big clear out of clothes due to weight loss and, you know, mentally able to get rid of stuff. I got rid of obligation clothing, if that makes sense. Yeah, I have quite a lot of gaps to fill in my wardrobes, both summer and winter, so I will soon be putting my winter wardrobe away, getting my summer wardrobe out, filling in gaps, you know. I'll be making some more clothes as well, but for now let's get on with my little book and see what I picked up secondhand for me, my son, my house and my long list of crafts I enjoy doing. We'll start off with what I actually picked up today. We'll ignore the fact this is May. I did buy these at the very end of April. I got my son this pair of brown boots. They are a bit beaten and a bit worn, but these are for cosplay. He's going to be Cloud from Final Fantasy VII and he needed some boots and he's a size 12, so yes, they are really that big. But yeah, so these are literally for a dress up. So those were £4 from Vinted. I will probably start on the things next to me and then work on my pile on the floor. Some of these you would have seen in weekly vlogs or in the Paris vintage haul. I'm just going to do everything I got, so then it's all in one place. So we'll use lovely people who might be new here or might not have gone back and seen my other stuff. Here is everything in one chunk. So we'll start with this beautiful thing in the back here, which I haven't actually shown anyone yet. I got this off Vinted. This was, there's one thing I've forgotten, this in the kitchen. £4, and it is a H&M extra large purple fur coat, and it's like just past your waist, oh just past your bum, and it is the most beautiful colour purple and it's so soft. It smelled like it'd been in a garage for a bit, so I just sat it out. I have a mannequin, sat it on my mannequin, let it air out for a week or so. Fine, it just needed airing out, so yeah. So this I just had to get it out the cupboard. It's already been put away in my winter coat bag. So yeah, so this is a buy for later in the year Cheryl, who will really love it. But for now, it's not quite fur coat weather. So yeah, but for £4, I couldn't, you know. I just got this off Vinted. This was £10. This is a E-Think. That looks like a hockey jersey. I was slightly disappointed in this because I thought it was going to be a sweatshirt style and fuzzy on the inside. And I was like, oh my god, that looks so comfy. And yeah, it's really quite cool, but it's not. It's like really polyestery, so this I think might end up back on Vinted just because it wasn't what I thought it would be. It was listed as a sweatshirt and it's not. It's hockey jersey basically, hockey jersey style, but yeah, it's not a sweatshirt. So this is going to go back on, but I do show you things that, you know, if they're a bit dud, I do resell them or redonate them, is how it works. These postcards, where are we? So the two are 50p, how much for the other ones? £1. These were £1 each. I got this because we have budgies and they have opinions. And then there were 2 Van Gogh postcards. So, oh, there we go. Which I thought would be good for sketchbooks. And then these 2 were 50p, local charity shop. Frogs, because I love frogs. And this really cool one because I love the Art Nouveau letterbox on it. Again, sketchbooks. So, got them. I've got this amazing vintage Wimbledon cap from Cancer Research for £1. I love the little plastic way it does up. And yeah. And it's deeply ironic. My sister lives in Wimbledon. So yeah, so I was like, oh my god, I need to own that. And she's always lived near Wimbledon for the past couple of years, so I've heard the lamenting about how annoying Wimbledon is. But yeah, I just need to bend the peak down and give it a bit of a wash. But yeah, and I was like, this will be cool, because I've started wearing caps again. They do make me look quite boyish, but I wear whatever I want. I don't really care how it makes me look, so... let's go to the very beginning of the month. Where are we? Oh yeah, one thing I can't show you, but I'll put a picture here. I picked up this Monet print for £1.50. It was half price off in the British Heart Foundation. It's already hanging in my hallway. That's how good I am. I've already reframed it. I've got these little frames from the Oxfam bookshop. These were £1.25 each. And I'm going to obviously put different things in them and add them to my various gallery walls. Now I've started a hallway one with impressionist paintings on. These might go there. And again, I got this for the frame. The size of the frame is adorable. This was £2, which I know is a bit spenny, but look how tiny this frame is. I'm not too keen obviously on the dried flowers, but £2 for a little frame. And then I got 2 lots of wool for my moss embroidery collection. I seem to be growing. I just like collecting green wool. I don't know why. It just brings me joy. These were 50p a bundle from the British Heart Foundation. I treated myself. You'll hear that a lot this month. To a Taylor Swift Eras Tour cinema cup. I am having a Taylor Swift party for my birthday in July. And I was like, I just want a cup. They never sold them at my cinema, and if they did, my god, they were quick. I never saw them, so yeah. I paid £10 for this off Vinted, which I know is about the price they were selling them in the cinema for, but it's like perfect condition. The person literally used it, rinsed it and put it in their cupboard. I'm going to use it all the time, so yeah, so this was my birthday party. And just because I love a good sippy cup. These are from a recent trip to the Salvation Army. You would have seen them on a vlog. These were all, the following 3 things were £4. They're all hippie velvet jackets with like the most amazing, like this one's got mesh sleeves, the most amazing sleeve pattern on it. So yeah. And then there's this one, which actually is a wee bit small, so I'm not too sure if I'm going to keep this, wait till it fits, or potentially sell it. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so this was the other one. It's a more velvet shirt with lovely neck bit. This one I wore out recently, wore this week actually, to London when I saw Spirited Away at the theatre as my Christmas present from my sister, brother-in-law, which was so nice of them. So yeah, so I dressed up as a witch. I had a frog t-shirt on and frog socks, and yeah, there's amazing like cotton hoodie, there's some embroidery on it, and it has like gathered sleeves and a big pointed hood, and it's so comfy and so pretty. So yeah, each one of those £4 each, which is a bargain. So yeah, I love whoever will turn it had to clear out. You're my friend. Let's pick something up. I got this. This I think was the most expensive thing I've bought this month. Yes. This was £25 from the Garden Hospice, which I know is a lot of money, but it was brand new with tags, monsoon dress in an extra large. And it's so pretty. And yeah, it's the most beautiful little puff, slight puff on the shoulder, elasticated cuffs. It's got a little keyhole here with a button. and it's beautiful, ruffle on the bottom, and I'm really fussy on flower and floral prints, but I loved this. It reminded me like sort of, you know, scratch art, you know, the black body scratch picture out. It reminded me of that, and yeah, and it looked a bit like the nice sort of Sophie dress I make. So yeah, so this was a spenny pry, but I love it. It's so pretty. So yeah, so that was a good one. I picked these up. Please ignore the one string. The other one is caught further round. I need to pull it through. These were £10 from Oxfam charity shop in Walthamstow. They had a big load of glue here that stuck all this up that I didn't realise. They were originally 20 down to 10. And then also I realised the seam on the bum has popped. Literally popped. So all I need to do is trim the little threads and re-sew the seam. It's a very easy fix. But you know when you're like, it's £10, it's got a pop seam and glue on it, and I was like, there's something about them that's telling me they're really good quality though. They're beautiful wide leg linen trousers, sorry, and they were by a brand called Poetry, and I was like, oh, I've got no idea what this brand is, but I was like, they are size 18, wide leg, 100% linen trousers. I love linen in the summer. It's just the most beautiful fabric to wear, and it's comfortable, and it does all the good things. And my sensories niggles love it. And I was like, it's no good, I need to buy them, even at £10. And I was like, pick some of the glue off, the rest came out in the washing machine. The seam is not even a minute sewing job on my machine, it's done. So I've washed them at 30 as it said on the label, because linen can, you know, shrink and all that. But chucked the name in Google. These were £110 linen trousers. What the hell? So yeah, so I got myself a very fancy pair of linen trousers, even though I went on the website and even on sale they were £59. So £10 and running them through the washing machine and giving them a 2-minute fix. I got myself a very posh pair of summer trousers, which I'm desperate need of because I've got rid of so many of mine. So yeah, so I've got some summer trousers, which I am really happy with. So yeah, I got these from Trade. This is a bit spooky, my buying of sizes of things. It's zigzaggy. Some things are 1 or 2 below my thing, some are several. This is a Boohoo 14. Which is unheard of, but I mean, yeah, that waistband, weird. Knitted shorts, look at them, they are so cool, and they are so soft, and yeah, so stretchy. So yeah, so they are generous. But yeah, so I bought these on a whim, thinking, hope they fit. They do, they fit beautifully, and they're just, I'm going to use them as chub rub shorts in the summer, so don't get chafing, but also when it gets chillier I've got a warm bum and a bit of warm legs, so yeah, and they're lovely and colourful, so you know, it's really cool. These were, yeah, £6.99 from Trade. I got this from the Sue Ryder shop in Walthamstow, also that was from Trade in Walthamstow. This is a Bowden dress, it's 18L, so 18 long, and yeah, this is beautiful. It has the most wonderful smocked collar, and it is just a long straight t-shirt dress, and yeah, floaty sleeves, and yeah, smocked gathered wrist, kind of my theme of the month apparently, and little, yeah, fluting on the wrist. This was on the tag £12.95, and then there'd be 3 across it, and I thought, oh, that's just week 3 because it had 2 and all that. No, it was £3. So yeah, so I got myself the most beautiful dress, and also I thought it would be amazing to wear open because it buttons all the way down as just a like dust jacket, because it's very interesting. I was like, that with some funky trousers and, you know, a vest top, and that would make a lovely layer. So yeah, so this is a 2-in-1. It can be a dress, but I probably will wear it mostly layering as a jacket because that collar and those sleeves are really pretty. So yeah, where are we? trying to do all the Paris stuff last, because I have already showed it. So if I do it last, if you're not too bothered, you can then skip the Paris stuff. But yeah, I got these off Vinted. These were £5, and they are a pair of UGG boots in size 12 for my son to wear as slippers. Probably not at the moment, because he has a pair of Vans he wears as slippers. But when we get back into the colder months, oh god, whacking myself, these will be his slippers. They are hard bottomed, which is great. So the rule of thumb for him, it's got to have hard bottomed slippers, because he has a racing wheel rig and pedals and all that for his gaming. So he needs hard bottomed slippers to play his game. So, but yeah, these were originally like 20, and then they got knocked down to a £5. I think someone was just trying to clear their Vinted stuff, and it came with proper UGG clean and care solution, which is awesome. So yeah, so they are again something to put away for the winter. Got my son some slippers. So this is kind of what I do. Sometimes I buy stuff for now, other times when the spring and summer stuff comes in, the winter stuff shoots down and you buy it to put away, you know. So that's kind of how I roll sometimes. So let's try and remember the prices of all these things, because yeah, apart from one or two, all of these have been washed and probably worn as well. So let's do this. I think apart from, yeah, I know the prices. I won't tell you where these are from. If you want to know where any of my Paris vintage stuff is from, there is a specific haul that tells you what shop I got what thing in. And in that video I have listed the locations. If you are over in Paris and you want to go to these places, that's where they are. So but yeah, so I've got this amazing 80s shirt. This, by the way, is an elasticated neck. How cool is that? It says mechanics of time, and it's like really thick t-shirting meets sweatshirting. It's not fluffy, but yeah, it's a really nice shirt. This was €5. This one I thought would be lovely again over vest tops in the summer, because I like to have sleeves, as I call them, sort of anti-burn sleeves, so it covers my shoulders and my upper arms, because I do have 2 big tattoos on my upper arms that I do like to protect. I have one on my lower arm, so that's why sometimes I have long sleeves as well. So yeah, so I do like to protect my arms from getting burnt, because I've spent a lot of money on my tattoos and I like to look after them. One of them, wear sun cream and moisturise them. Another one, cover them in the sun. You know. So yeah, so I got this. This was €5, and I thought, yeah, over like a black vest top would be really fun. So yeah, so that is another goodie. Got this padded waistcoat for €5. It's like velvet, and then the inside is satin in this little very jolly red. Reminds you of being a robin. This is for Christmas, festive times. This is for summer. Again, a layering piece. Ironically, I've seen exactly the same waistcoat minus the brown. They had a different colour back in Primark for not €5. But yeah, this is a lovely like creamy linen waistcoat. This was €5. This would be lovely layered over something for the summer. Got this amazing cardigan. It's covered in school scenes, books and all that. This was €15. I spotted it. This was the first thing I spotted walking into a vintage shop, and I love it. It's one of these cotton cardigans. So yeah, very old school C&A. That was €15, but those novelty cardigans are so expensive. I have a couple of Halloween ones, and I have a Christmas one I'm about to give my sister actually. So yeah, this was €5. Really pretty skirt. I thought, nice summer one. It's more pleated on one side and then elasticated on the other. So yeah, this was €10. It is a sewing project that I am going to redo. Because I love the colour of this satin, and I love the idea of a really big pleated long maxi skirt. But yeah, no, it's just not big enough for me at the waist, but I do know how to sew, so I'm going to remake it, because there is a lot of fabric in this, to make it fit me. And that was €10. And I think my find of the month is this amazing trench coat. I always watch all the Paris vlogs and everything. I'm like, don't really like trench coats. Why does everyone always talk about trench coats in Paris? I go to Paris and one of the first things I spot in a shop is this beautiful black trench coat. It's got velvet on there and it's got velvet on the cuffs. It fits me beautifully, goes down to the floor. It's got lovely soft padded shoulders. So yeah, so it just, yeah, really nice shape to it. This was €10. 10 euros. So yeah, so very happy bunny with this. So, but yeah, no, so this was my kind of find of the month that I did not expect to find, but I love it. And it's, yeah, I've wore it a bit, obviously April, it's been raining, the weather's been very hit and miss. It's been warm, it's been cold, it's been hailing, it's been you name it, we've had it, apart from snow, I think. So yeah, so the weather has been very up and down, so been much needed. But now we are slowly, crawling our way to a bit of nicer weather. We just need for some of this rain to pass over. But no, and the other thing I will do here, because I'll insert a picture, I bought a little Madeleine tray for £3 in the Cancer Research. That's the last thing in my kitchen, but I can't be asked to go get it. So yeah, but no, that is everything secondhand, vintage, Vinted, and charity shop I have picked up in April. Yes, it is a lot of clothing, but I knew I was filling where I needed to fill in gaps for my wardrobe coming up, and obviously I know what I have no longer in my winter wardrobe. So yeah, so it's been an interesting kind of month, and obviously the joys of going to Paris. I didn't know I was going to find. It was quite novel looking for bits in a different dress size. Yeah, so I'm really quite chuffed with everything I got, and yeah, so I am a very happy bunny, which is awesome. So yeah, so please in the comments let me know what's your favourite thing out of everything I found this month, or let me know what's the favourite thing you've found secondhand. Have I inspired you to go secondhand shopping, you know, while you're in town? A quick mooch in the charity shop because it's there, you know, do it, it's fun. It's always a surprise and you don't know what you're getting, and you can get real gems. I mean, that monsoon dress is amazing, and under this black coat, how dramatic will that be in like in the chillier months, sort of autumn, really dramatic and pretty. I've worn that monsoon dress with some like legging flares and it looks so good. So yeah, so yeah, 10 out of 10. But no, you can find some real treasures, and yeah, and the joys of it, it's a surprise. It's always fun. So yeah, but no, let me know what you enjoyed out of this. What's your favourite? What's your favourite goodie you've found secondhand? You know, if not, did you want to maybe try secondhand shopping? You don't have to, you know, go on Vinted and just put everything as new. You don't even have to, you know, think, I don't want to wear something else someone else has worn. If you want to dip your toe into it, download Vinted so you got it on your phone, and then maybe try searching for stuff just new, because you get new with tags, new without tags, and yeah, and see what you can find, and then you'll find yourself, you know, going further down, going, well, that's okay, oh, that's nice, you know, and yeah, recycling, reusing, giving everything a second chance, using stuff till it dies, you know. All up for that. It's fantastic for your wallet. It's really nice for your mental health, because finding stuff gives you a real endorphin boost, but you don't have that, oh god, I've just spent, you know, £70 in Primark kind of on the budget, as well as, you know, being nice to the old planet and globe and all the good stuff. And you get unique stuff, you know, you get stuff that no one else has got, which is always fun. So, but no, if you did enjoy this, please drop us a like, and if you are not already, please subscribe. I love having new people here, and especially if you comment. I am checking multiple times a day because I am a bit constantly on my phone. If you comment, I will always comment back and we can get a conversation rolling. Go for it. I love new friends. And yeah, so no, if you did, yeah, enjoyed this, like, if you're new here and would like to, please subscribe. And yeah, I will see you beautiful folks in my next video. So yeah, so I will see you later. Bye.